Welcome back to Newbie for Hire and another official motorboat tutorial. This one is a lighthouse. It is the first iteration of a lighthouse. I have a second one coming in the future. It will be a little bit different with more defenses. This one is more cosmetic. It's obviously very poorly defended, but it's mostly for looks. So I hope you enjoyed the build. And here's what it looks like at night. Lighting up the skies or something. Alright, let's get into the build. For this, the materials we need are 9 foundations, 3 ramps, 2 doorways, 2 doors, 46 walls, 16 greenhouse walls, 4 omnidirectional lampposts, 10 turrets, 1 generator, 1 straight cable, 1 junction box, 3 ladders, 22 ceilings, 1 pillar, 14 fence foundations, 1 fabricator, 1 smithy, 1 bunk bed. And all that's going to be in the description. Alright, grab a pillar, grab the rudder, place the pillar, pull it back like I like to do. Can't really see it right there actually. This can be a wooden pillar, of course. Another pillar back. One more pillar there. And a foundation there. And that is going to be the level of our boat. There are no cables to hide, so we're going to leave the level right there. And we're going to fill out most of the boat at this height right here, and then we're going to do one more level over the rudder or we won't be able to drive the boat. So you just cycle snap point, it's one lower, perfect. Now fill out the boat at the higher level, just like that. This boat, that is the full foundation of it. It's just a 3x3. We're going to go ahead and place one ramp here. Right here on the rudder. Now we're going to place another pillar. This is a permanent pillar, so we're going to want to do this in whatever we're making the boat out of, in this case metal. Right over the rudder. It still drives, it's no big deal. And a ceiling over that. Now it's time for the fence foundations, and we're going to put these right on the edge. You see how there's a couple snap points? We want this outer snap point. It's very important. If you don't do the outer snap point, they won't line up correctly. And then from there we do an angled one. An angled one like just like that. And from there, we're going to do the first one a little differently because there's a pillar in our way. We're going to go wall up, ceiling over, wall down, and wall down again. And we're going to go ceiling from between those two walls to the right, just like that. So we've created this. Now from here we can destroy these walls, this ceiling, this wall, and this wall. Now I've tried to build this a few different ways, but this is the only way I can get it to work. So if you've got a better way that actually works, feel free to put it in the comments. Now we are back to the fence foundations, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look for that outer snap. That's not it. It's halfway hanging over. You can see it there. It can be a little annoying to get it, but we have to get it. And then we do the angled one again. This time though, we don't have to do quite as complicated a sequence. We just go one wall above and one wall below, directly below that wall. And then we go back up, put a ceiling between those walls like that. Then we can destroy these walls. And we go back with the foundations again, fence foundations. Right on the edge. Got to get the outer snap point. And then the angled. And then the wall again. And the wall below. Then the ceiling. Destroy the wall. through the wall. Back to the fence foundations. Outer level. Router snap. Angled again. Wall again. And wall below. Ceiling again. You can see we're slowly wrapping around. You can demolish these walls again. And back to the fence foundations. Get that outer snap point. Got lucky on that one. And then the angled one. Wall on the angled. Above. And wall below. And then ceiling coming off that. We're almost wrapped all the way around. Now I've tried a few different methods of doing this, where sticking pillars through it so I could demolish the fence foundations. I just couldn't get any of them to work. So this is the method I got to work. Anyway, back to the fence foundation on the outer level, the outer snap point, and then the angled one, just like that. And the wall, and the wall below. I think that's the spot. Nope, I'm blind. So these walls obviously you could do in thatch or whatever. There we go. Perfect. Gotta do one more. Once again, fence foundation on the outer edge. Finally got it. This last one is extremely hard to get, and it was the first time I built this as well. Anyway, then we do the angled. That one cost me almost. Do the angled. Wall on top. Wall below. I think that's it. And then one final ceiling. And then we can demolish these walls. And the one below. Alright, so what we've got now is this structure of ceilings and fence foundations supported by a single pillar. And that's going to be, our whole base is going to, our whole boat is going to be supported by that pillar. It's the champion pillar. I'm just going to make it a little easier for myself to walk around this thing. These are not necessary. They're not going to stay. Just. Alright, so now to continue the build. So we're going to do walls. Wow, I suck. We're going to do walls all the way around here on the edge, except for over the rudder. So a wall there like that. They don't go all the way down, it doesn't matter. They go close enough you can't tell. And then for over the rudder, we're going to do a doorway so we can drive our boat. Make sure you do it off that top snap point, like that. I'm going to do one last wall right here. So we got walls all the way around with a door over the rudder so we can drive the boat. I'm actually going to alter how we're building this just a little bit. So the material list is going to change slightly. We're going to need one more ladder and -2 ramps and -1 doorway and door plus 1 wall. So if you want the accurate list, don't listen to me, read the description. So go inside and we're going to place a ladder up this little, I think that'll work right there. Alright. We're just going to wall up here 5 levels. That's, I think we want to do, we're going to go up 3 levels of wall all the way around. Actually, I think we'll almost all the way around. We're going to leave the wall just over the rudder empty, just so we can orient ourselves off the rudder more easily from inside here, since we can't really tell where we're looking. I guess we could have looked down there, but either way, yeah, actually we'll do that. So 3 up, all the way around. Then orient ourselves so that we're facing the front of the boat, so right there. And then we're going to place a ceiling right there. This is where our generator is going to go, and our cable, and our junction box. So I'm going to go ahead and put another ceiling off this ceiling. You could make that thatch. I'm just doing this to make it easier to place the generator. And we're just going to put the generator on there like that without falling down. And the cable, do like that. Doesn't really matter. And the junction box, we're going to put it right there. And this ceiling, if you recall, I said was going to be destroyed. And there we go, we got power. Now we're going to go with our walls, we're going to go 2 more up. 2 more levels up. So 5 levels up from the inside, 6 levels up from the outside. All the way around, just like that. So now we have our orientation. So that's the back of the boat. We're going to do a ceiling off that one, off that one, off that one, and off that one, just like that. So there's nothing in the corners, just one off the back of the boat, one off the side, front, and the other side. And then we're going to do a ladder. If you need to place additional ceilings to get the ladder going, just make sure the ladder's off the front like that so that you can access it. And this ladder's going to go down 3 times. Now we can climb up. Now we're going to place our greenhouse walls all the way around, 2 levels. Now obviously greenhouse walls are very vulnerable in P vs P. That's why I said this lighthouse is not really a P vs P boat. It will have some minor defenses, but a Pteranodon or anything could just break right through these walls and destroy your boat. This is mostly for looks, for fun. And then our ceilings are going to go all the way around on this one. Including over the middle, just like that. Now we're going to do our omnidirectional lampposts, and we're going to just do one in the middle of each of these ceilings right here. Just like that. And one final one. Try to destroy these thatch ceilings they're hitting my structure limit. Alright, and the final lamppost. We got our power. Now we just need to put our turrets, our bunk bed, our fabricator, and our smithy. Alright, we've got 2 extra turrets from those ramps we saved. We're going to place this one up here. And another up here. Now if anyone does crash through our walls, they'll face at least 2 turrets. Inside we're going to stick one with our generator, just on the edge. Now for down here, we make sure we can't cover this hole, so make sure that you don't cover the hole. I think that's pretty good. Now our smithy. We've got plenty of room in here, so it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you don't cover the hole. And then one more turret. Do the last turret down on the bottom level, facing the doorway as best we can. Now we should be able to climb up there. Alright. Our last turrets are just going to go on the corners of the boat on the bottom here. You can see where we're at here. Just each of the four corners, one turret. And then the same on the ceiling. 4 turrets on the ceiling. We'll do these the opposite. We'll have one facing the very back. And then each of the cardinal directions from there. So just place a turret, skip one, and place another. And that should be our structure limit. Unfortunately, this boat, we didn't have enough structures to protect the underside of the boat, but that's why it's mostly a PVC kind of boat. This is official, it's unmodded. And that's the final look of the boat. And here it is at night. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more builds. I'm going to do another lighthouse build. This one will be more oriented for P versus P. It will still use greenhouse walls, but it will not be an octagon. It will be a square, so we'll save a lot of pieces from that, and we'll use those to put a lot more guns and some Plan X on it. Go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see them as soon as I put them up. Thanks again. Bye-bye.